Ash Trevino and her bestie Jefa are having a huge falling out on TikTok right now, and I have to say I cannot believe that this is blowing up the way it is. Y'all, this just goes to remind me that I always tell you guys, like, y'all, I've been on social media now for 9 years and I have never had one social media friend because, y'all, I'm scared of situations like this. Like, I really do feel like people just get so damn messy as soon as you have a falling out and they want to just like blast you on social media. And low-key, I've always been like, oh, that's like a little, that's a little shady to me. In my personal opinion, I really do feel like it is kind of like grimy to like get out there and like, I don't know, like say everything about a person. Like, y'all know, like recently I just went through a friendship breakup myself and I had a podcast with the person. So like low-key, I obviously shared my side of the story. I'm gonna be so for real with you guys, and all of my friends who know like the full ins and outs of everything, they were like, oh damn bitch, like you were really nice about that, like you weren't messy at all. And I'm like, I had to bite my tongue so much because I did want to be messy. Like, obviously, when you're hurt by a person, you want to throw a little shade, you want to throw a little jab, but I was like, let me not do that. Let me not, like, let me be mature, A lot of people obviously don't have that type of emotional control, which I do understand. But this is where I say, I feel like when you're friends with somebody, you should have that pact made of like, let's just go ahead and keep it cute. And hey, we could tell our sides of the story, but like, we don't need to get messy and air out dirty laundry. Do you know what I mean? Like bringing up things that are just completely irrelevant. And that's what Ash and Jefa are doing right now on live. And I just think it's so crazy because I'm like, y'all, this situation blew up because of Ash. If you guys did not check out my last video to where it was titled Ash Trevino loses her mind on TikTok live, I do recommend checking that one out so you guys have context of this story right here. But I will let you guys know that she was on live with Jefa. And I guess Jefa had like, she was winning the battle between them, which by the way, I do have to say this, okay? In my personal opinion, it does come across that Jefa does get, I get the vibes that it's kind of like a transactional type of thing with her because she knows that when she goes live with Ash Trevino, she's always going to win the battle because I'm just keeping it real. A lot of people really can't stand Ash Trevino, so they want Jefa to win the battle so she'll get more donations, she'll get more gifts, and that's how you win the battles on TikTok Live, okay? So I guess during this time, right after she had filmed her podcast with Camilla, she went on live with Jefa. And she was over there, like, just talking to her, chopping it up. And out of nowhere, I guess she saw one of her, like, usual gifters go over to Jefa's live and started giving her money. And she, like, freaked out over that. She made a big-ass deal about it. She ended the live, and then she was just, like, crashing out on live after that. Like, literally bawling her eyes out and everything. And this is where I was like, I am so sorry to say this, okay? And I know that I probably sound like, I don't know, judgmental or like a bitch or something. But I'm like, this is how you know that she's stuck in, like, a teenage mindset. Because how you as a 36-year-old woman, how are you getting pressed about your usual gifter going over to your friend's page and giving them some gifts too? Like, y'all, I swear, like with me, I am so happy. Like if I were to go live with my friends, I'd be so damn happy that this person's giving to them too. And she was over here losing her mind. I do have to say, though, I thought it was like in the moment type of thing. Like, I thought, like, maybe she's just pressed right now, but she'll come to her senses. No, she literally unfriended Jefa because of this. And they are, like, no longer friends. Like, I guess they, like, blocked each other, but they're talking about each other on lives and stuff. And I'm like, you are literally losing out on a friend because somebody went to go gift her that usually gifts you. That's crazy to me. Also, this is how you just know that Ash is just delusional. Like, she is just straight up delusional because everyone that goes onto your live, they're fully entitled to do whatever the hell they want to do. If somebody goes on there and they gift you something one day and they gift your competitor the next day, they're fully entitled to do that. It's their money. They're giving the gift to who they want to give it to. And the fact that Ash Trevino is like over here pressed about Jefa took my gifter, Jefa took my gifter. Jefa didn't take nothing. This person went over there and gave it to them. Like it's so bizarre to me that that's how her brain works. Do you know what I mean? Any rational adult would be like, hey, this person's fully entitled to do what they want. Like, hey, it sucks that I didn't get the gift. Like, I really could have used the money right now. But hey, I'm glad my friend got it rather than somebody I didn't know or like my enemy. Do you know what I mean? And this is where I'm like, damn, like I really do feel like she is just really, she's not all there. Anyways, y'all, I don't even know where to begin this story about them beefing because, y'all, they are just going at it with each other. And I have to say, Ash Trevino is getting really messy. She's saying that Jefa doesn't have a bank account. She's saying that she like owes a whole bunch of money and has a whole bunch of loans, that she's like in debt and things with her businesses like that. I'm just like, this is getting so messy, but I do have to say this though. I feel like from what I have seen of Jefa, she does seem like a very rational. Oh my gosh, rational? No, this sounds weird. Rational. Oh my gosh, why was I wanting to say rational? I'm like, she seems like a rational person. She seems rational. She seems sensible, you know. So I would think that she would know. She's getting into some murky waters dealing with Ash Trevino. Like, wouldn't you know? Hey, I gotta be a little, trepidatious dealing with a person like this because you know that they're messy and they could do things like this. I do want to go ahead and start this off by playing Hefa's side of the story so that way you guys can hear from her, because I really do feel I have something stuck on my lip. That shit is bothering me. I really do feel like, I don't know, she was saying like, hey, you lost a real one with me. Like I was like really somebody who cared about you, and you're gonna like lose out on this friendship because of this. And I agree with her. I think that's so dumb, but also too at the same time, she should kind of know the way Ash Trevino works. But anyways, go ahead and hear from Hefa right here.
My gifter, who is an emote holder, Charlene, gifted you 1.6 million coins. Okay? Did I cry about it like a little punk? No. Did I go and start weeping? No. After the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, after 2 hours straight of battling you, and Charlene was cooking me, I took that embarrassment to the chest. Why? Because I was being a good friend to you. And I said, you know what? Get podium, girl. And Charlene put her on top one. And I sat there and I took it. $12,000 she dropped you. That was me. I could have left after the first battle. And I would have been like, oh, Charlene, you stole my gifter. Ah! No, I didn't do that. I stood there and I let you have it. And then what did I text you after? What did I text you after? I said, girl, I'm going to rock it out. I'm going to rock this out. I'm going to stay here. I text her. I said, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to let her keep shooting. I'm going to let her keep blessing you. But promise me that with this money, you're going to get the girls a bedroom set and some beds. Since October, I'm the only person that this girl, I would tell her what it is off of live, and I'm the only one that tried to encourage her to do better. I didn't drag her with no 19-year-olds. I didn't drag her into no clubs. I didn't drag her to do any snow. I wasn't rolling up a blunt in front of her children. I didn't do none of that. I'm the only one that tried to help this girl on the real. And you over here saying, oh, she just used her. I just used her? And I don't even get on. I didn't do what all of these little kids did and pull the stunt of using her for clout, getting their followers, getting their views, getting this, getting that, and then dragging her through the mud once they were done with her. I could do that. I have a lot to say, but why? I'm a grown woman. And maybe y'all did that because y'all children and your frontal brain cells are not developed yet. Your frontal development is not all there. And maybe y'all on some immature bullcrap. Cool, but I'm a mother.
So as you guys see, her side of the story right there, like honestly, y'all, I'm Team Hefa on this. Like I really think from the jump, I thought it was so ridiculous that Ash Trevino was getting pressed at this gifter. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, girl, at the end of the day, they're entitled to give whatever they want to anybody. Like, they don't owe you anything. And the fact that she's getting mad at Hefa, I was like, damn, this is like, I just feel like with Ash Trevino, things just keep on getting more and more bizarre. Like, I'm just like, what goes through her head? Like, I don't know. She needs to grow up, in my personal opinion. I do want to go ahead and play some TikToks from her. I do have to say, y'all, I'm probably going to keep some out because there's so much. Like, I feel like Ash Trevino right now is really spiraling when it comes down to Hefa. And I have to say, it's kind of like, baby girl, you need to simmer down and be a little bit more realistic. Do you know what I mean? And like the fact that she's sitting over here like, oh, you want to talk about this? We can talk about this. And y'all, she tried to call Hefa a bad mom. And Ash Trevino trying to call anybody a bad mom is comical. It's absolutely hilarious. It's like, girl, that's how you know you're delusional. Like, you can't get up out there and like, it's like me calling somebody like, I don't know, dumb or something. Cause I'm like, clearly I'm not the brightest crayon in the box. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna get on the internet and saying this when I'm like, okay, let me be a little self-aware here and know that I'm that way too. I feel like she lacks all self-awareness because I'm like, girl, the fact that you think that you are like one of the best moms is crazy. It's crazy to me. But go ahead and hear from Ash Trevino right here.
You have kids that you hardly spend time with because you're on social media. I've seen it firsthand. I appreciate everything she did for me. But now she's digging too far by sitting there talking about my kids and their bed. Okay, so why don't you buy it for them, Hefa? You want to buy it for them, Carla. Let's get it, Carla. I was trying to be nice and keep it shut. All you have on me is my kids don't have a bed. That's all you have on me. Call your dentist. Make sure you pay your bill with that, right? Then make sure you pay your company's lawsuits, okay? Then you come talk to me. I don't have any lawsuits against me. I didn't do credit card fraud. My car has insurance and my car has registration. We not the same. I have a bank account. We not the same. I think she was the bad mom. You don't know how she embarrasses those kids in public. I don't even do that. She was showing more love to my kids than her own kids. Let's keep it going. You want to talk? She kept getting rid of her kids. She would send them with her husband. When she would go somewhere or her husband would leave, go with your dad. And then the little girl would be like, no, mom, I want to stay. Go with your dad. Go with your dad. She sent them with their dad. And they didn't want to go half of the time. I had my kids the whole entire time. Let's talk about that. You want to air it out, right? But I'm the bad mom on TikTok, right? I'm the bad mom. Honestly, me and Heartbreaky are one of the best moms on this app. Y'all just don't see that. Y'all see what she says, right? Because Carla was such a saint, right? Never with her kids. And the whole time we were driving to the mall, she's like this. On her phone. And then we get pulled over because the cop says, I seen you on your phone. She said that's her third time that's happened. That was her third time getting pulled over for her phone. And she said, don't tell my husband. Don't tell my husband.
Okay, y'all, after hearing both sides of the story, whose side are you on? I am so sorry, but the more that I hear from Trevino, the more I'm just like, I want to say this, okay? In the beginning, when I started talking about Trevino, like, I was like, okay, like, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like, maybe she's playing us. Like, maybe this is all a skit. Maybe this is all just an act. Now I'm starting to see, no, this is not. And yeah, sure, she may do some collabs with people and maybe she might start some little bit of beef, but then it really does transpire into some real shit. And this is where I'm just like, oh, this girl is delusional. Like, she's straight up delusional. And I'm like, girl, the fact that you're over here saying, oh, like, my kids don't have a bed because of X, Y, and Z, but then you're over here saying that Jefa's a bad mom. Girl, your kids don't have a bed. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's so crazy to me. I don't know. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.